Here is saying that we should not disturb the containers. Assuming you have lines, for example, if I say I got a couple of rice in a PR container, and you have about 200 of them, and they are coming to Uganda, and KRA is saying you have to transport as they are in that form up to Uganda. Yet on the other side of Mombasa, we have clients here in Uganda which have maybe have other lines that they would want to start in the airport to go to Europe, which are not available at that time in Uganda. But these lines would be actually accommodate that cargo to come to Uganda. That would mean the containers which have arrived in Mombasa from the PIL containers can be crossed into maybe other lines which are needed, like MSCs or WAKE or any other lines which the exporters or the transporters or agents in Uganda want, so that they can distribute the coffee and it goes to Europe. So our worry was that the Kenyan government saying that the disturbing or cross-staffing of cargo into other lines should not be allowed, is not allowed, would actually affect our operations or deter clear movement of operations from Uganda to Europe, that matter. So that is why we're thinking that we need to find a way out to see that we can support each other through maybe the cooperation of Uganda and maybe other partners, so that we can also urge the Kenyan government to allow the cross-staffing of these containers into those lines that are suitable or that are chosen by the clients to the outside or to staff coffee, so that it can go to European ports. So that was the point that my boss was trying to make. And if you realize there are certain times when imports are low, you realize you are going to need some containers, or some containers are scarce. So those are the times where we're thinking this is the best way for such an operation to be done. So you realize that some importers have a lot of cargo coming to Uganda, and when they are importing, you realize the markets that now are being used, especially China, because people are buying from those markets which are a bit cheaper. So they are trying to get lines which are mostly not going to European ports. You realize most of our clients, or maybe most of the importers of Ugandan coffee, are European based. So when you have some containers coming to Uganda and they are not majorly applying the rules of Europe, then it is, of course, it's going to deter most of the operations from movement of the coffee from Uganda to those markets or to those destinations. So that's why we're trying to think about a way out of how we can support each other, so that the staffing of that cargo coming to Uganda is done in those friendlier shipping lines, so that we're able to support the shippers or the exporters from Uganda to be able to supply the clients as well.
If we strip in Mombasa, we put these cargos like rice, sugar, etc. in two containers that can go to Europe, it will help the shippers to export their coffee.
You were talking about stripping other cargo,
mainly sugar and rice. Mainly sugar
and rice.
Yes.
You want to strip them to Mombasa,
yes,
such that they come to Uganda after all.
In containers that can go to Europe.
Instead of moving those empty containers.
Instead of taking the containers back to Mombasa.
This one also,
because the reason why it becomes wider, it's not only it is affecting other products. Because you see, if what you're presenting, you want now to have a discussion with the people who are bringing sugar.
We have already done that.
That is already discussion.
That's what.
But the permission is not granted.
Exactly. Like here.
Yes. I certainly know the issues, because sugar is a very risky product. Rice is equally considered to be highly sensitive in Kenya. And I think that's why they are actually found. But are there other products which we can look at?
Volume-wise, they are there, but 70% is sugar and rice. 30%.
So this stuffing we are talking about is not only the imports, it's also the exports. Because you can take off the affordable containers, if you start from the sea, which you must have the appropriate, but we are not getting permission.
KRA procedures which are affecting your exports, we can take them if they are KRA procedures, because with KRA we have gone a long way, and we have even a higher framework under which we can discuss this under the single customs territory, where we actually report to the heads of state. So my recommendation would be that I think in a week's time or a couple of weeks' time, we are going to be having country consultations on matters which are going to be discussed within the sectors, the different sectors, if you heard about the single customs territory and this northern, the northern corridor integration projects. So my proposal is that you come up with these issues, then we discuss them. I will notify the meeting when the meeting will be in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as we prepare to discuss country issues. Then within that framework we can discuss this, and if it's an issue to do with the KRA, we shall gladly take it up. We cannot provide a solution. We just need to understand why they have that need, and if there is room for review, yes, I know the review, because under that framework I've seen no change, and nothing cannot change. Everything can really change. So we can take it up in that way. My thinking is that prepare the brief on the issues, and then we should discuss them under that framework and see how we can do it. Which is coming here, you may have to think about it wider and have maybe CFSs which can handle cargo which is from Uganda and going out, and with the capacity of the staff we are upscaling in Mombasa, I think it's a very good market to take up. I really take